Hello, Trailblazers! Today I will tell you about 12 floor 3-star clearance of Memory of Chaos with Argenti and the new trio bosses. First team consists of Acheron, Pela, March 7 and Black Swan. Pela opens the battle with her technique for additional defense reduction, which helps Acheron to deal more damage for a number of turns at the start. Combined with Black Swan technique, it grants us with 2 supplementary /stream stacks. The left one boss attacks March 7th 2 times, and due to Market Light Cone special ability it gives us just enough stacks for Acheron ultimate. Remember that you can accumulate 3 more stacks after her ultimate enabling. I use this to apply additional defense reductions with Black Swan skill and Pela ultimate. Also don't forget about Luca Cone on Pela, which provides us with even more penetration debuffs. Now we applied all defense depletions and Acheron is ready to do a lot of damage within her Nihility domain. The first 2 bosses are pretty annoying when put together, because they can deal great amount of damage, and if you let them act one after another even kill your teammates. That's why I use March 7th ultimate to freeze enemies. My strategy here is very risky. I cannot protect all characters because each shield requires 1 skill point, and I need the ladders for my damage dealers and debuffers. But March 7th shields have one useful feature: they restore health, which by my experience in some cases proves itself to be very helpful. So Gepard isn't always better than March 7th. It depends entirely on instance buffs and FOs within it. You can use Trotter on the right side to get 1 more turn if you have enough skill points, or otherwise just use basic attack to gain additional /stream stack for Acheron. If you are lucky enough, you will be able to kill them both before the end of the first cycle. At least this was right for me during my other unlucky attempts. The main boss of the first path is Argenti. Now he summons defense and attack boost shields. After defense shield applies buff on entire FO's team, you should use either March 7th or Pela AoE ultimate. Unfortunately, I made a mistake at the start of this cycle and used Pela's ultimate, so I didn't have enough energy and forced to use Acheron's skill in vain. This actually is my other fault because you don't get her /stream stack when you skill on shielded enemy. The AoE Argenti attack under damage boost buff provided by his shield is very dangerous, since it can instantly kill any of your characters except for March 7th due to her high defense attribute value. So we are on thin ice here. Thus monitor your character's health bars and apply March 7th shield on demand. When you defeat the Argenti's shield you get according buff, but still I recommend to focus on main boss and defeat his shields by AoE damage. Don't forget that Argenti can use 2 en masse attacks in his turn, therefore even if you have protection after defeating his shield you should still apply March 7th skill on teammate with low health, otherwise he will die from red-haired Knight of Beauty succession attacks.
Commencing support. Ready for another?
What do you want to know?
Ill tidings manifest.
The Nihility Emanator has attack boots on her to increase damage output. I put on Pela Luca Light Cone for additional Acheron /stream stacks. Black Swan works as defense debuffer because I don't have Silver Wolf. You should use the latter instead if you got one. March 7th can be easily replaced by Gepard here. I chose the former only by my whim. You should give your shield sustain the Market Light Cone, which provides Acheron with extra /stream stacks. Black Swan's debuff is active for 3 turns, so you can stack supplementary skill points by using her basic attack. Like I said earlier, March 7th shields restore health, so I use her skill when the teammate health drops by half of initial amount.
Enemy data signet markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Rise to the challenge.
Still waters of oblivion.
The second phase of Argenti is the same as first, except now he summons 4 shields. The new attack shields do a lot of AoE damage, so be careful and apply March 7th shields on demand. Here the game punishes me and put all Acheron /stream stacks on Trotter. Such misfortune. Nonetheless, I was able to kill almost all of the Argenti shields.
Free will, or was
That's
it
why
fate?
save Acheron ultimate till Argenti summons his shields.
Pledged I'm yours.
Retribution will find you.
Put forth all your might.
Again.
As you can see, Argenti isn't
Memories
so
of
menacing
beneath
without
the
his
water
shields.
lies an endless
Unfortunately,
abyss.
we still don't have the buff in game, which affords us to take extra turn on enemy defeat or weakness break.
Gotta try hard
Thereby,
watch.
we
This
cannot
awesome
focus
move.
mainly Argenti's shield and should vanquish them only
Enemy
by in
targets
mass
detected.
attacks. As you saw, Acheron can do this
Enemy
perfectly
markers
within her
activated. Time for
nihility
a good old
domain.
counterattack.
Ill tidings manifest.
Deflect. Yes.
Try that again.
Put forth all your might.
You can't run.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Destined for oblivion.
Challenge.
Another journey.
Tough luck running into me. Commencing support. Ready
We
for
dealt
another?
with him in 5 cycles,
What
but
do
as
you
I
want to
mentioned
know?
above, if you
You'll
kill the
face
first
the
enemies within start cycle, you would be able to beat the first half in form.
You are fighting a gentleman.
Enemy data signet markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
For chivalry.
Second team comprises of imaginary trailblazer, Firefly,
They can't see me.
Huohuo, and Hanya. Huohuo supplies teammates with additional attack buff, which is crucial for Firefly and makes the former the best sustain for the latter. Hanya is another 1 second best option for our new fire damage dealer. The first one obviously is Ruin Mai. Still, Hanya produces extra skill points, and her ultimate gives us ton of speed and attack, which in masses makes her the following best choice after our Harmony guitar wielder. Also, I provide her with fast-forwarding light cone. Trailblazer and Firefly are the canon teammates, who cannot be utilized apart. Previously, I tried to use Himeko here to no avail. Don't forget that the main damage source of Firefly is super break damage, which depends only on break effect and break efficiency. Also, you cannot boost it with usual damage improvements buffs like on the Rendezvous light cone.
Firefly type 4.
Firefly has as well one more option to increase her damage through attack. That's because of her passive skill, which converts attack points to supplementary break effect. Imaginary Trailblazer increases super break damage based on the number of enemies on the battlefield. Therefore, I said that it's meaningless to use Firefly without our Raccoon Hut wielder. If you utilize Hanya with our new fire waifu, then you can put on the latter the attack boots, because the former will provide more than enough speed for Firefly. The first 2 bosses are already known. The left one put your characters to sleep. This effect can be removed by enemy attack. We took Huohuo, whose talent mitigates debuffs by completely cleansing them. The right one has very powerful attacks and can easily kill your characters if you don't distribute damage from his special attack. Luckily, all our Harmony characters work through dealing damage to enemies, so this is not a problem. Like in the first half, by defeating a trotter, you can have 2 turns. Here you see that I don't heal directly Hanya to remove debuff, because the latter will be cleansed by Huohuo talent anyway. I easily distribute damage from enemy mass attack.
By the will of the Ten Lord, the Ten Lords decree, hereby ordain.
The mood is set. Let the show begin. Take your positions. Dreams do come true.
Initiate cleanup. Detonate.
Until everything burns to ashes! Set the seas ablaze! I can do this!
Get them.
Still in denial? Recount.
The trotters automatically die when you clear all according waves enemies, so don't bother with them if your FOs already have low health. The main bosses are trio of the new elites, 2 from previous stage and the left one who applies and
I shall be
explodes
the judge.
dots.
This is more
After
than
you
a
break
battle.
the weaknesses of them all, they suffer from damage and reduced speed.
Set the seas ablaze!
Rhythm get messed up.
Give me strength!
I will remember your kindness.
Attack detected!
Fiends or devils. I'll crush them all.
Recount.
Firefly type 4, fight to live!
By the will of the Ten Lord, the Ten Lords decree, hereby ordained.
Rhythm get messed up. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
I shall be the judge.
Set the seas ablaze!
Still in denial? Recount.
Take your
Salmon, detonate.
Until everything burns to ashes!
The second phase differs from first only by their new and mass attack. After you reach this sign on the action order, they will reawaken from broken state and deal AoE attack. So don't forget to heal yourself to not drop dead.
Thank you. I will keep
I
fighting.
shall be the judge. By the will of the Ten Lords decree, hereby ordained.
Fight to live!
stay in step. Let's improvise.
Get them! Fiends or devils! I'll crush them all!
This is serious. Recount.
I will claim fate set the seas ablaze!
Rhythm get messed up. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Give it up. I shall be the judge.
Fight, fight, to live!
Still in denial. Recount. By the will of the Ten Lords decree, hereby ordained.
Dreams do come true.
Attack! Get them!
This is serious. I shall be the judge.
Joining the battle. Detonate!
Until everything burns to ashes!